Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Arun and I'll be talking about leadership, and everything is explained in just one slide. Now, the first thing is who are leaders? Then we'll talk about what are leadership challenges, its impacts, and finally how to overcome it. So, who are leaders? Leaders are those people who lead a group of people towards achieving a common goal. And how do they do it? They do it by motivating, inspiring, encouraging, supporting, and guiding their people, their teams. And this is the soft skills that every leader must have if he or she wants to achieve the common goal through people. But while doing so, they come across a lot of challenges. These are called leadership challenges. And what are they? Number one, they are unable to differentiate between leaders and manager. When to lead, when to manage. And using one without other creates problem. Leadership is all about creating vision, inspiring people, whereas when you become a manager, when you wear the hat of a manager, you need to create process and system, and both complement the overall role of a leader. Number two challenge is lack of development. Many leaders are not trained because there is no school, there is no class that teaches leadership. And that is one of the reasons that due to the lack of training and experience, they are not able to express these skills openly when they are tested on various grounds. The challenge number three is lack of support. Once they become leader, they need a lot of coaching, mentoring, and peer groups to share their problems, learn from others, and also get mentored under experts. Get coached on areas which are very essential to behave and act like a leader. In the absence of that, the challenges grows further. The next point is challenging environment. Every leader today is working under a lot of challenging environment because the markets are changing very fast, people are changing very fast, the business is changing very fast. So you have to manage multiple stakeholders. That means you need a lot of good interpersonal skills, and also do a lot of expectations setting with each of the department, each of the people, including your customers, your teammates. And that can be a very big challenge for many leaders. Now, once that happens, the next very important problem that comes, or the challenge that comes, is personal limitation, because everyone undergoes a lot of challenges when it comes to their self esteem, which includes fear of failure and lack of confidence. Because of this, they are unable to lead, unable to take the next step forward confidently. Now, because of these challenges, what are its impact? It impacts various forms. One, they start micromanaging. They want to control people, they want to control conditions under them. Number two, they are unable to make decisions and they avoid difficult conversations. What is difficult conversation means that they are not able to talk to people when it comes to performance issues, when it comes to delivering more results from the same people, getting the best out of them. And because of the lack of influence, they are not able to inspire people. And finally, they get defensive because they feel that whatever they are doing right, because there is no one to coach them, to mentor them and guide them, because these days nobody has time on these areas. Their immediate managers are not spending that time. So the bigger question is now how to overcome this if you are in a similar situation and facing these challenges. Number one is you need to develop a deep understanding of your roles and responsibilities. I have found that many leaders, they miss out on the very core of their work, and they generally are becoming operational managers. They get into a lot of operations that happens day to day, forgetting or missing out on the core role that they have been assigned to. Number two, they need to be very open to feedback and learning. As a good leader, the more you are open to feedback from your peers, from your juniors, and of course from your immediate managers, and you are open to learn, you will see that a lot of these challenges can be overcome. Number three is create your own value system. It's so very essential that every leader has to live by certain values, because if you create those values, you are actually building your strengths, skills, and ultimately your self esteem. Next, you need to create a developmental plan for yourself. This developmental plan should include those skills which are very essential, and the strength that you need to develop over a period of time can come through this developmental plan, which can be anything between 30 days to 90 days to even 180 days. Next is set well defined goals. It's so very essential that these are all wishful statements on development, self development. It can only become very clear, specific, achievable, measurable when they are set in the form of defined goals with a very clear milestone to it. If you have a 30, 60 day, 90 day goal and you know that what you really want to achieve it, you will find that you are overcoming those leadership challenges and you are becoming a successful manager. Very important point is practice role plays, because you need to understand, if you really want to develop your skills, you need to create those conditions and situations which are going to test your skills. And the best way to do is to practice through role plays by involving your manager or by involving your peers who can help you the improvement areas that you need to bring. By doing this, you can definitely develop newer skills in managing people. Learn to delegate. This is one of the most essential skill that every leader has to have, because the more you have the ability to delegate, the more you are doing good for yourself, because you will have more time to do more strategic things, while you are also helping your teammates whom you are delegating, because they are also developing themselves in this process. Delegation is an art and it requires a lot of practice like any other skill, and needs to be paid attention to most. And last but not the least, you need to have a coach to coach you, because everything that you have mentioned in terms of developmental plan, role plays, defining the goals, your coach can play a very important role in shaping the entire exercise for you in the right direction. And I'm emphasizing on the word right, because if you practice wrong, you will do wrong, you will teach wrong, and you will inspire wrong things. So a coach is a one who can guide you, mentor you in the right direction, and it can just shorten the entire learning cycle to 1 versus 10. So if you're really looking forward for a coach, visit my website coachingwith80.in and take notes from there in terms of developmental plans. Thanks. And if you really found this one page, one slide leadership, do like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks. Thanks a lot.